Hi again, everyone. I'm olliemathews. This is Societal Narcissism. This video is sponsored by contribution from the princess. She's back with another story. Here we go. Hi, Ollie. Let me tell you about the time Dad wanted to have weekly family meetings. Oh, God. Tribal council. I've done videos on this. The narcissist puts you on trial for life. Oh boy, did we have those family meetings, which basically consisted of you standing there in the family room and being told what a fuck up you are. So, oh boy, here we go. So one day, Mom declares to us, your father wants to have a family meeting on Sunday. There are things we need to discuss. Oh, run, run, run. I was 17, 18, I had a job, and I tried to be out of the house as much as I could. But I was still doing a majority of the chores around the house and a majority of dealing with Mom. But at this point, I was pushing back a lot, not apologizing, not crying. I had been growing a backbone, and Mom didn't like it. I was thinking, oh, what fresh hell is this? But stupid and optimistic me was hoping maybe it wouldn't be a bad thing. Of course it's going to be a bad thing. Of course it is. What else could it be? See, I knew Mom had watched one of these talk shows where they talked about family meetings and how they could be used to communicate with the family, figure out schedules, etc. And of course, boomers got all their parenting skills off TV, off of sitcoms, off of soap operas, off of talk shows. I know this because she got to sit and watch TV while I was cleaning in the kitchen in the next room and having to fetch her water and do whatever popped in her head. Get me this, get me that, put this upstairs, put this downstairs. Go outside and get the mail. Go make your brother a sandwich. Why aren't you done cleaning the kitchen yet? Jesus Christ, it's the same thing out of my mother. Do this, do that, go up, go down, don't question me. You come when I call you, don't say what, like a dog. So I know exactly how this talk show presented what a family meeting is and how to improve communications within the family. Since Dad worked so much, most communications went through Mom, so perhaps this was a way for Dad to get more involved. Hopeful thinking. Now, I don't think family meetings are a bad idea in general, but deep down I knew that it wouldn't be that sweet family bonding moment. Just by the smug way she said that, we had to discuss things. The snotty way she said, your father wants. Plus, I knew it was her idea she snagged from that talk show. Because that's how they raised us. They raised us. Everything the boomer learns, they learned off of television. That's the reality. So Sunday rolls around and we get called to the kitchen for this family meeting. It starts with how we need to be more of a family and people need to pitch in and that Mom needs help. Then he turns to me and tells me I need to step up and help more. Wow, is this a joke? I need to participate more in this family? I spend too much time on the phone with my friends. I need to stay home and help Mom. She needs help. I need to be an active participant in this family. Blah, blah, blah. Oh my God, this fucking family meeting was all about me. Of course it is. It's always about you. You are on trial for life. You are on trial for life. And every statement that is made, that they make, should be followed with the bells from Law and Order. Dun dun, dun dun, dun dun. Here, let me help you here. Let me help you here. Hold on. See if this helps a little bit. Let's see if this helps. Let's see if this helps. Hear that sound? Did you hear that sound? Hold on. Let me go back. I need to participate more in this family. Hold on. I spend too much time on the phone with my friends. I need to stay home and help mom. That is the sound that is in their head. Everything they say to you is an accusation. I need to be an active participant in this family. Because you are on trial for life with these people. Oh my God, this fucking family meeting was all about me. I was pissed. I don't remember the exact words I used, but it was something like, are you serious? Is this a joke? This is a joke, right? I then went into all the ways I help around the house. Vacuuming the whole house basically every other day, cleaning the downstairs bathroom every day, cleaning the kitchen multiple times a day, making all the phone calls my mom is supposed to make, cleaning up after my brother, running errands multiple days a week, putting the laundry away, watching my brother and shuttling him to his friends' houses, fetching stuff for mom, shoveling when it snows. I said it's me and my older sister who have to shovel that big-ass driveway. No one else helps. Dusting at least once a week. Usually it was 2 or 3 times a week. Minor household stuff like changing light bulbs, fixing this or that, calling to have things fixed, helping the younger ones do their homework and projects, on and on. And on top of all the stuff I do for the family and house, I still had my homework to do. But my homework was only after everything else was done. I had been forced to prioritize everyone else over me. And what's the participate in family stuff? Everyone gets to go outside and hang and chill by the pool, and I'm stuck cleaning the house, and I'm getting screamed at. I told them flat out I'm not allowed to participate with the family. I'm the one cleaning, or I'm stuck running the errands, or a list of tasks mom set out for me. I'm the only one helping all the time. So then I say, how much more do you guys want from me? Why don't you guys have younger sister or brother start helping out then? I shouldn't be doing all this. It's not fair. My dad actually told me, well, you're going to just be a housewife. Brother's going to be a professional baseball player, and your sister's going to be a businesswoman. Your mother needs your help. Whoa, what the actual fuck? Never did I ever say my life's ambition was to be just a housewife. I actually talked about going into medical school and going into nursing or perhaps a doctor before settling down and having a family and being a housewife then. Then I'd have a career to fall back on. I didn't have a plan set in stone. Now looking back, I guess that explains why they kept fucking with my homework in school. It wasn't important to them because they decided my life's path was just a housewife. They decided. Yeah, they didn't, and by housewife, they didn't mean with a husband. They meant servant. They meant servant. They meant live-in maid for them. So that's why my homework always came last. I had to prioritize my brother's homework and help him. I would end up doing my homework on the bus in the middle of the night when everyone else was in bed and I finished all my chores. When I was sitting and doing my homework, mom would constantly interrupt, go get me this, go clean that. I wasn't allowed to finish my homework first. I'd get screamed at with that nasty evil face. I said now. If I was trying to study for a test, she was running the vacuum and slamming shit around and making a general racket to distract me. I got really good grades in school, but had they been more supportive, I could really have excelled at school. Also, they said the housewife thing a few times when I was really young, but at that time, I didn't think much about it. No way did I ever think until then that's what they really thought, and everything I said or wanted to be fell on deaf ears. So I came back with, well, I'm not going to be just a housewife. And I said, I help mom all the time. None of my friends have to do all the stuff I have to do. What more do you want from me? When I was done, mom piped in and said, I didn't do all that. We went back and forth. Me, I vacuum the house every other day. Mom, no you don't, I do. Me, I clean the kitchen multiple times a day. No you don't, I do. You make me clean that bathroom every day. No I don't, I clean that every day. I called her out on all the stuff she dumps on my plate, and for each one she denies it. A few points she called me a liar. She started the beginning of this family meeting all smug, and now she has this mean, evil, nasty face just spitting at me, getting angrier and angrier. After being called a liar a bunch of times, I'm done. I stand up and ask if this is what this family meeting is all about. It is all about me and how I'm not doing enough, and that I'm a liar. I remember Mom and Dad looked shocked that I was so bold and talked back to them. They were so used to me just doing whatever to keep the peace. I was told to sit back down. I said I will if there's anything else to discuss. By the blank expression on my dad's face, I knew that there wasn't. Unfucking real. So I left the table, went up to my room. Mom's yelling at me as I go up the stairs to get back down here that she needed to discuss my attitude. I yelled back down that I have to study for a test. I recall hearing the yelling downstairs, and I put on my headphones and turned up the volume on my Walkman to drown it out so I can study and do my homework. After that family meeting, when I would come home from school, I stopped doing all the stuff I was doing every day. At that point, I was driving, so I would drive to the library to do my homework in peace. We didn't have cell phones in that day, so she couldn't blow up my phone. I tried to get more shifts at work. I stopped vacuuming. I stopped cleaning that bathroom downstairs. The kitchen didn't get that full cleaning, and I would just clean up after myself and would leave everyone else's mess for them to clean up. I stopped making those calls for Mom. I stopped picking up everyone else's crap off the floor. I significantly cut down on all the stuff I did to help my mom. She was furious. She threatened me with taking away my car. She menaced me, screaming and yelling. I calmly threw her words back in my face. You said I wasn't doing these things, and that you were. So I don't understand why you're yelling at me. If I wasn't doing them before, then what difference does it make if I'm not doing them now? Then I'd say I had to go to work and leave. I went and got as many hours as I could just to keep me out of the house. Or I'd say I was working just to get out of the house. After a couple weeks, Mom told us that Dad was calling another family meeting for Sunday. I said if it was a continuation of the last one, sorry, I have to work, and just made sure I was out of the house that Sunday. And yep, since I wasn't there, they didn't hold the family meeting. Mom was furious I wasn't there. That second family meeting was once again about me and how they wanted more from me. Later, Dad pulled me aside and told me, just to help your mother, goddammit. No. I told him I had been helping. She told me and everyone else I wasn't doing anything. So now I'm not. Apparently, Dad had been complaining to Mom about why the house was dirty. The kitchen wasn't clean like it used to be. The bathroom was sticky. The floors are dirty. Brother's stuff on the floor. I sarcastically told him I wasn't sure why, since Mom told everyone she did everything and I did nothing just a few weeks ago. Now things aren't done as they used to be before that meeting. I wonder why. Eye roll. I told him I was sick and tired of being screamed at. I'm done with being excluded when everyone is having fun. If she needs that much help, perhaps they should hire a maid. They had the money. They had friends that had maids, but Mom didn't want strangers in her house. He said he didn't want to hear from Mom anymore. He didn't want to hear it from Mom anymore, so I needed to help her. She wanted my help and no one else's, because she was jealous of you. She wanted to sabotage your future. It is just as simple as that. She wanted to turn you into a live-in servant. I was starting college soon, so I made sure I took as many classes as possible just to be out of the house. Looking back, I was finishing up high school and had already been accepted into college. I'm surprised they even paid for it, if they did. She wanted to pressure me into giving up my life and sacrifice my future so I could be her housemaid and wait on her hand and foot. Exactly. All she wanted was a maid. That's it. Knowing what I know now, I'm sure she was seething with jealousy that I had aspirations of not just being just a housewife. Once again, she was sabotaging me, but this time she got the whole family in on it. More guilt and more shame. But it backfired. As I took some control back and stood up for myself, Mom was losing more and more control over me, and she made sure she made everyone's life a living nightmare. Oh, and not surprisingly, they never tried to hold another family meeting. Thanks, the princess. Don't go to these family meetings because they're just an attack. And your mother, obviously, borderline boomer, gets all her parenting skills, got all her ideas of what a family should be off of television, off of talk shows, off of sitcoms. And she wanted nothing more than you than to be a live-in maid. Another Cinderella story, so to speak. She wanted her golden children to have all the goods, and then the one to be sacrificed as the live-in maid. Sad. But it's good that you stood up for yourself. Because these family men, I understand, I went through enough of them. I used to call them, they're called tribal council from Survivor. Even though Survivor didn't exist when I was going through it, or the interrogation, I later deemed it tribal council because that's what it was. Everybody sits around and tells you how fucked up you are. Don't fall for it. And don't become their indentured servant, because that's all she was looking for, an indentured servant. So I hope that helps. Thank you, Princess, for another contribution and story. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions or advice in the comment section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.